Hello, podcast givers. Our giving community, good morning. Good morning. I have an important message for you today. A message that could change the trajectory of your life and business. It's a bold statement, but when you have bold plans, you have to make bold statements. So I want to share with you what is going on. Why did a year ago I start podcasting? Well, partly because my partner said, you would love podcasting and you can add value to people and build relationships and build a community in golf. And I thought, yeah, man, ready to do it. Well, golf hasn't been part of my picture for a couple of years, with the exception of a round of 9 holes here and there. I haven't been able to play, which I played 5 days a week. So I shifted to senior living. Why? I moved in to a facility, Overture Barrett, 55 and older. I figured, 65 to 70 age. Well, it was a little bit north of that. So I got a chance to really see what senior living was all about. We had 92, 94. We had high 80s. I mean, it was an eye-opener for me to really see and talk with and get to know the senior community. I actually fell in love with the senior community. So I bagged the golf. Golfer Pete, no more. It's podcast Pete. So why am I saying all that? I think you're looking at the best opportunity you'll ever have an opportunity to take advantage of. And here's why. Podcasting had many, many benefits that I didn't see when I first got in. And I'll tell you 3 of the biggest reasons. You learn every single day you do a podcast because it changes your belief system. You're asking questions, you're talking with people, you're engaging, and you're learning at a rapid rate. 2, you build relationships with incredible people. You think you know somebody until you talk with them on a podcast. We like to keep it at 20, 25 minutes. It doesn't seem to work that way, but the earlier ones went way over. Now I can see the timer and I can get better at keeping them at 20, 25 minutes. And then the last thing, you're building a community of givers. Podcasters have something to share, their story. Unfortunately, in today's crowded, information is coming out here, 60,000 marketing messages a day. Your brain's supposed to process that. And we have thousands of different options of how to grow our business. So we're trying to figure all this out in a really hectic environment. So it's difficult. But through podcasting and stories, you're able to connect with people better. You identify your ideal client. You have to know who you're talking to. When you say, I serve everybody, you really serve nobody, because nobody can serve everybody, and the mind doesn't work that way. It works on very simple things that you tell it, because we are overloaded by information. So those 3 things made a significant difference in everything that I imagined before I did 200 plus podcasts. Yes, 200 plus. Today alone, I'll do 6 in one day. And that's not even the capacity, because it fills your heart like nothing else, because you're learning, you're growing, you're changing your belief system, you're building valuable relationships, and you find out who the givers are. And then you surround yourself in a safe place of givers. So here's the opportunity. We now, I've been with my partner I've known him for about 6 years or more. But when I was in his mastermind 6 years ago, I recognized something really special about this guy. Not only was he a top thinker, a big thinker, he was a giver. And he was always giving, 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 giving. And I was attracted to a person like that because I have not always been around that type of person. And I think in life, you end up connecting with takers. And I've been in business with takers, and that ain't a good combination. So you got to find the givers. That's why being a part of our giving community is a safe place. Let me repeat that, a safe place, because you almost have to protect from the takers out there. We call it the sharks, the dolphins. There's a great book out, the strategies of the dolphin. There's Neil O'Brien who does whales and sardines, and you look at the difference in the two. Not that that has to do with the givers, but it has to do with how you prioritize things. So let me go to what our offer is. And I say this is an offer to experience. Now, to experience something, you don't always know before you start what the experience is going to be like. So when I say the experience is between $50 and $10,000, you can choose. We are not here for short term. We're here for long term. We want you as a client and as a friend and as a long-term relationship. So when we have you spend as little as $50, our goal is that you have massive value. You get many, 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 many times that. So what are you going to do? Whenever you have to spend $1, you're going to look to our giving community. So you can spend 50, you can spend 500, you can spend 10,000. Each level is more value for you. And so when you are convinced or you experience results, because it's all trust in results. You trust us with $1, we're going to deliver 10 times that. You trust us with $50, we're going to deliver 10 times that. You trust us with $500, we're going to deliver 10 times that. So when we deliver results, which not everybody does, we build trust with you. And that's something you have to build in business is trust. Trust is essential to everything you do. If you can't deliver results for people, not promises, not, hey, stay with me for a couple years and we'll do this, like I used to do in digital marketing, like, hey, I don't run Google, so it takes time. No, it doesn't really take time. If you do it through relationships and with a system that creates massive value. So you can be mentioned in the book, a collaborative book. And let me go back to collaborative again. Collaborative versus competition. Collaborative is everything. It's working with people, giving, giving, giving. When you give, it's a magical thing. It comes full circle. So if you develop a giving mindset, and you're part of a giving community, you'll have between 60 and over 100 people giving to you. Your story, your value that you bring to the market is communicated with 60 to well over 100 people. So this first resource guide is going to be printed very soon. Now, if you're interested, go to podcasterpking.com or call me direct. From 4 to 5 every day, I have 15-minute sessions to talk about your strategy. You're not sure? Go ahead and book a session. Call me. I will help you understand the opportunity that you have here today. And it's going to be ongoing, but a lot of people, the 200 plus podcasts, they don't even know what we offer. They just came on. We had a fun time. We shared their story. I was able to see, wow, some incredible people. Now I do a lot of different podcasts, the mindset, community builder, just on and on. So in 5 years, I want to have 1,000 niche podcasts. 1,000. To do that, I need people to trust the first part of the journey. When we deliver results at the beginning, you begin to see how podcasting and how this journey will be duplicated through you, because there's not a better way to communicate your expertise, your value through your stories and the stories of your guests. So if you feel, for $50, that's a dinner out. You're basically trusting us with a dinner out, $50. If you have a little bit more trust, 500. Even 500 is ridiculously low when you're looking at what you will get in that experience. Once you get the results that you want, and you will get them, you'll tell people. So it's easy to do. We know that results are word of mouth. And today, that's really important, because the people you trust have got to be people that you know. Because AI is changing everything. You can have somebody say anything now on AI. Do you know whether it's that real person or not? You don't. Algorithms change like all the time. You think you have it down, now the algorithm changes. But humans don't change. Relationships don't change. So if you want to take advantage of growing your business now, which means today, you can go to podcasterpetekane.com and you can see I think it's the second link on the link tree. And you can see the different offerings, but it basically goes from 500 up to 10,000. And a 10,000 is a more serious commitment, but it's a book and it's just more value. But no, however, you have levels on there that you can take depending on how you trust what we are going to be able to do for you. So I hope to work with you in a more intentional way to deliver massive value and give you the opportunity to take your business to a level that maybe you only dreamed of. But in this case, the opportunity today, with all the wonderful things that are going on, and let me tell you, AI might have some downside on one side, but if you implement like my partner Jeff has done with it, you can see how it can really add value to your business. Just a tool, but a good tool. So anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Give us a call. You got my number on the screen, 404-428-3006. That's my cell number. Now, if you don't come up in my address book, I'm not answering it. You can leave a message. I'll call you back. But I only answer people I know, because there are a lot of spammers out there. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to working with you. And for those that have been on my podcast, you'll know that it's all about seniors. We have seniors, we have aging in place, we have memory care, we have wellness, we have local, and we have nonprofits. Those are the 6 areas that we are involved with. So different podcasts in different one of those 6 areas. But I look forward to helping you grow your business to a level that you dreamed of, but didn't have a plan to get there. Thank you so much.